technology.
Technology.
It's a hell of a lot of fun. It's probably not as much fun as punching people in the face.
Yeah, that's my chosen profession.
Yeah, yours and it was mine for a little while, so you know.
Yeah.
Head kicks for everybody.
Let's see. Just a moment. Ta-da!
And there's the man himself. Now let's see if this technology holds up for us. And there he is. The wild man of mixed martial arts.
This is true.
This is true. This is very true. So you're out in Poland right now. What are you doing out in Poland?
Man, working some business out here.
How's
the mixed martial arts is young and burgeoning, so I'm really trying to help mixed martial arts grow out here in Poland.
How's the weather out there?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. There's some snow. It's not California, I'll tell you that much. It's kind of strange. But, for the most part, it's pretty awesome.
Just not the sunny California weather that you're accustomed to.
Nah. I've seen the sun 3 times.
And you've been out there for what, a week now?
Thrice. I've been here for a month.
Oh, you've been there for a month.
Well, almost, I give or take.
So you've been there for a month.
But damn, it's weird. It's not. Yeah, it's a weird dreamland where it's never quite night and it's never quite day.
It's that weird in between that just doesn't make any sense.
Yes. Constantly dusk. But I like it. It's pretty amazing experience out here to see how mixed martial arts has reached all over the world, and people are very big pursuing it. It's cool to see that happen in another country than America or Japan.
Right, because mixed martial arts has exploded over the last 10 years, but the last 5 years alone, it's just blown up.
Definitely.
And you were one of those guys that was a pioneer of mixed martial arts.
I've been around for a long time. I've been doing this since I was a little kid, So yeah, it feels really good to have watched mixed martial arts expand in the way it has.
It's a nice feeling to watch it break into other countries and other places. Ireland's another one. Conor McGregor has blown MMA up in Ireland over the last couple of years.
Yeah, definitely.
But touching on that, you were like the precursor to Conor McGregor. You were Conor McGregor before Conor McGregor put on a pair of gloves.
Yeah. He knows how to work a microphone, I'll tell you that much. The guy knows how to fight, knows how to work a microphone. Yeah, it's good fun for the fans, a guy like that, to come around and, show up and just really thrill the whole crowd, thrill the whole MMA fan base. He's made a fan out of me, so, I'll say, good on him. It's a good time to be a mixed martial artist for everyone.
And you kind of... You had the same thing going. I can remember when you fought Kazushi Sakuraba. You came out before the fight and you said, I'm going to submit him.
Yeah.
And you came out and you did just that.
Yep, this is true, yeah. So, yeah, it feels really good when a plan comes together, And that was one of those great...
And still to this day, the only man that's ever...
I really remember nothing about that.
And still to this day, the only man that's ever submitted Sakuraba.
Yeah, for that one.
Because the Gracies didn't do it, but Mayhem Miller did it.
It's true.
This is true.
I had a good fight.
So, you throughout your career, you were also known for being, like I said, the wild man of mixed martial arts, from your persona to your entrances, what was the motivation and the idea behind that? Is that just an extension of you?
Yeah, I ain't faking it. It's kind of natural, so I rolled with it, and you know, uh, this kind of thing, you got to be careful with something like that because people have the wrong perception of you, can get you in a lot of trouble.
Right.
But I think that overall, I'm happy being a showman. I'm happy being a mixed martial artist that is aware of the fans and wants to put on a show for the fans.
Right. And you've done more than just mixed martial arts. So I can remember, because I was a lot younger, coming home, host a bully beatdown. That show.
Yeah, Bully Beatdown was a great experience for me. Oh, sorry, this Skype call just messed up on me. Yeah, Bully Beatdown was huge, man. It was like a big thing for me. It made me internationally famous, and very thankful for that. It gave me a lot of television experience, and I was able to kind of learn how to articulate myself a little better. I loved it, and I'm proud to be a symbol for anti-bullying worldwide, because that's a big deal now in this internet age of they're connected. There's a lot of negativity out there on the internet. I'm proud to combat that.
Right. And I mean, you do combat that on multiple levels. I know, talking to your management, that you've been doing a lot of work with autism demos and getting into that sort of thing.
I think that everybody, regardless of whatever problem you have a right to be respected. And these guys, the autistic kids, I feel I feel like we're all on the spectrum somewhere.
Right.
And I think it's important for them to have some self-confidence about themselves, despite the things they have to overcome. And I'm real proud to work with those kids, and I'm proud that such a great team around me helped me with this kind of thing.
Right, and likewise, we've been talking about joining Fighting for Autism, making you part of the team, and we're honored to have you on the team. It means a lot to a lot of people. I mean, you do stand for a lot of things. The anti-bullying, just coming from a background where you had to make yourself into who you were. You didn't come out.
Well, in a way, I believe we all have to do that. We all got to put our effort in and make ourselves who we are. And it's not just a one-day decision. It's an everyday decision. You got to wake up and you got to be the best you can be. And I think we all have to do that. We all got to remind ourselves to do that, because if we don't, you can slide off into nowheresville, and that's a terrible place to be.
It is, and speaking from experience, I've been there, and I'm sure you've been there at times. And it's just not a pleasant place to be.
You said it.
So let's talk about Mayhem Miller Industries. What are you up to? What are you doing?
All right. Well, Mayhem Miller Industries is turning into a worldwide conglomerate of mixed martial arts fighters and like-minded individuals who want to see mixed martial arts go to the next level. And I really see it forming up. It's a secret monkey cult, if you will, and we're all joining up together to do some great things in 2017 and beyond.
And see, I think that was the important part of at least getting in touch and talking, because you were the original monkey. I've come in with the fighting monkey, so you got two crazy monkeys that are hell-bent on changing the game permanently.
That's right. We're worldwide, too. We can't be stopped. Just because we keep accumulating.
and there's just nothing they can do about it.
No.
The one thing that comes to mind, the one thing I can't get out of my head, and I think I watched it last night. I don't know if you've seen that tribute video that's on YouTube for you. Somebody made a video, and it's
maybe I don't think so. I tend not to watch those kind of. I don't want to get a fat.
Well,
it's or a fatter head.
It's.
So I don't do that too much, but I appreciate those tribute videos. These kind of YouTube superstars out there making great videos. I really appreciate that.
It was a great video, and they set it to "Monkeys of War," which I thought was a fitting song.
That's cool.
It's a very fitting song, and a lot of good footage. Your entrances as Jason Voorhees, the Luchador, your entrances with the dancing girls, which were always epic.
I feel another one of those coming on. I don't know why. I just feel it.
And not to let the cat out of the bag, because I'm not. But where are you as far as MMA goes? What's the game plan?
I've been talking out here at Poland, and I'll know something soon. I'll know something soon. In the meantime, I've been doing some fitness challenges online. I've been working on this show called Burn to Earn, where we got people from all over the world, doing workouts, losing some weight. MMA as it stands right now, I'm having some talks. I still train all the time, and I'm in good shape right now, and I'm not gonna let this go to waste. So you could probably see me fight. I'll just tease that.
So there's a possibility that we're gonna see Mayhem back in the cage.
Oh yeah, there's a very strong possibility.
So talking theoretically, hypothetically here, if you were to come back, who would you want to fight? Because there's so many new martial artists and fighters out there.
Look, I will. I stick by my statement of I'll fight anybody, anytime, anywhere. That's just how I do. But I got a short list. And you know what? I think we need to do another interview in a few months. I'll call out names at that point.
I look forward to that. I look forward to the working relationship between Mayhem Miller and his cult of monkeys and the fighting monkey. Because what's better than two wild, crazy monkeys? It don't get much better than that.
Nothing.
Nothing's better than
Pack
that.
A wild monkey.
Yeah, Wicked Witch had nothing on us.
All right.
So you were actually out at an event last night. I know we were supposed to talk last night. You had a big time event last night out in Poland.
Yeah.
And you were.
Well, I wouldn't call it a big time event. It was a smaller event. It was some of the local fighters here. One of them had a boxing match. So, we'll go and show some support. We're getting close ties out here, Man Miller Industries, with the entire Polish MMA community. And it's pretty, it's really interesting. It's really cool out here.
No, I've always wanted to visit Poland, except like you said, for the snow and the lack of sunshine.
You don't even notice it. After a minute, you just realize, gotta wear a jacket. Gotta wear a jacket all the time. And then you're not, they got to really set up. It's not like it just got cold here recently. It's been cold here forever, so they know how to live in the cold.
They have
it's a really advanced city. It's like a beautiful, Warsaw is like, man, it's a great city. It's really huge and metropolitan. And man, I don't know what to say about it. It's next level.
You've been a lot of places, from the States to Japan to you name it. So what kind of a mark or impression has Poland left on you?
Well, I'll say this: it's a very international city, Warsaw. I was on Big Flare. Like, it's a kind of a place that has like deep-rooted history, but they're pretty flexible. Like, a lot of people speak English. It's really helpful to a wild American like myself who doesn't speak Polish. And, or, you know, I give it a shot every once in a while, but it's pretty difficult language. And you know, everything I read about it says it's a very conservative place, and it is. But I can tell, you know, because of the internet, because of, you know, just the way the world is now, it's pretty impressive. It's pretty, you know, forward thinking.
Which is nice, because
yeah, it's cool.
which is nice because you don't see a lot of those real forward-thinking countries, you know, especially a country like Poland, which is still early in its development, you know. It's what kind of an impression, or maybe I should ask, what kind of trouble has Mayhem Miller been getting into in Poland? Because we know no matter where you go, you got to get into some sort of trouble, because that's just who.
You know what? Trouble, I would say, is minimal. It's minimal out here. You know, I'm not as famous out here. Like, nobody like bothers me as much as in America. Or like, I don't have any like, you know, strange trouble that I do in America. So, you know, it's like, yeah, it's not so bad as far as the trouble.
So
you can have it.
So it's really like a sunless alternate reality.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You hit it on the head right there now.
There is no sun, and Jason Mayhem Miller's not getting into any trouble out there. We have entered the Twilight Zone, people. We've entered the Twilight Zone. Which is not so bad, because, you know, sometimes the Twilight Zone's a really nice place to be.
Man, alright. I agree.
So, you've been out there for a month. When are you heading back to the States, and what are your plans when you get back here?
I was just about to call about that anyway, like today. I'll probably figure out what the plan is, but I think I'm staying out here for another week at least. And after that, you know, we'll see what happens.
So it's just up in the air, just kind of wing it and go with it.
Air. I'm a man without I'm a country. Nah. I got the country. But I'm not certain what's going on right now.
So I want to kind of touch on. I want to kind of touch on the current state of MMA. Favorite fighter. Favorite current fighter.
Well, I don't know. I got like a wide variety of favorite fighters. You know, I have. If we're not gonna talk about Mayhem Miller, I think my favorite fighter would be, who is the guy? I don't know. I guess I'm just a Conor McGregor fan because he beat my boy Eddie, and I couldn't believe, you know, how well he did and how well he did past Eddie. Okay. And you know, I gotta give respect. Gotta give respect to that.
I mean, so, yeah. I mean,
he's the guy. He's the guy right now. He did a great job. He's done a great job, and he's really blown it up for everybody. And you know, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know, and it wasn't just like, all right. You know,